In this video, we are going to create an add notes activity, which is going to be responsible for adding notes to our room database, and we're also going to display those notes in our recycle view. Therefore, let's create a new activity. Let's create first a package. Let's go to package. Let's call it activities. And inside this activity, I'm going to right click, go to new, we select activity, empty activity. I'm gonna call it let's say add edit activity. Now let's go inside the activity underscore add underscore edit.xml. I'm gonna go to code. Here I'm going to change the constraint layout to a linear layout, but we have to wait a little bit until the Gradle project things is finished. So it's finished now. Let's go and put here a linear layout. Linear layout. Orientation vertical. A padding of 16 dp. And we are going to add an edit text here. We choose this one, match parent, wrap counter for the height. It's gonna have an ID, edit text title, ID, edit text title. It's gonna have a hint, title, and the input type is going to be text. Then I'm going to create another edit text, match parent, wrap content. It's going to have an ID, edit text, ID, edit text, description, input type, text, multi-lines. And also going to add a text view here, text view, wrap content for width and height. It's not going to have an ID because we're going to not use this in our Kotlin code. It's going to have a text, priority, margin tab of 8 dp, and the text appearance, at Android style / text appearance dot medium, not material. So now if I look at design, we have this, it's very big. So let's change this match parent height to wrap content here. Also wrap content here. Let's go to design, and now it looks like this. Now let's add our number picker, which is going to be responsible for picking the priority. I'm gonna have wrap content width and height, and it's gonna have an ID, number picker underscore priority. Now let's create some vectors, because we're gonna have some icons on the top right hand side of our add edit activity. So I'm gonna go to vector asset. The first one is gonna be add. We wait a little bit. Add, we choose this one. Next, click on finish. I'm gonna create another vector asset. Save. IC_save. And another vector asset, which is gonna be exit or close. So let's choose this one. Let's change the name to close. Click on next, and then on finish. Now let's create a menu. So I'm gonna go to resource, Android resource directory. We choose menu, click on OK. Right click, go to new menu resource file. Let's call it let's say add edit. Actually, let's call it save menu. And it's gonna have an item here. It's gonna have an ID, save menu item, a title, save, and show as action if room. Let's close this. Let's see how it looks. Let's go to code because I don't like, so let's delete this text. Let's change it to never. So let's choose if room. Let's add SR icon, and let's type save. Let's look now, but we also need to have the text. So text, title, save. So now I have our icon here. Now let's go inside our add edit activity. Now here I'm going to import the R. So let's import the R. Now let's go inside activity main, because I am going to add a button here. So it's going to be a floating action button, wrap content for the width and height. But let's put first this, let's change the constraint layout to a coordinator layout, so we have more flexibility with our widgets. And now I'm gonna type here layout gravity bottom vertical bar, and let's go to design. Now we have our button there, and let's put an icon src add, and let's also add the margin of 32 dp. So now if I look at design, we have our add button there. Let's go inside main activity. Let's reference our button. So I'm going to type here private latent var add note button of type button, and down here I'll type add note button equals to find view by id r.id. Let's give an id to our button. So let's go inside activity main, go to code, let's give it an id, add note button. Let's go back main activity, and I'm gonna type here add note button. Alright, let's go to build, let's clean our project to get rid of this underline. Now let's go inside AddditActivity, and here I'll create some variables: private, latent var, edit text, title of type edit text, private, latent var, edit text description of type edit text, and private, latent var, number picker, and I will go down here and I will type here edit text title equals to find view by id r.id dot edit text title, edit text description equals to find view by id r.id edit text description, and number picker equals to find view by id r.id dot number picker priority. Then I'll go down here, I'll type get support action bar dot set home as app indicator, and here I'm gonna type r dot drawable dot ic close. Let's put Elvis operator here. Now let's create our menu here. So I'm gonna type on create options menu, and I'm gonna type here delete this, return true, and I'm gonna type here menu inflator dot inflate. I'm gonna pass menu, here need to pass r dot layout, r dot menu dot save menu and menu. Alright, so now we have everything set in place, and I will also add here a title. So title equals to add note. Then I will go down here, I will type on create on options menu item selected. I'm gonna type here when item dot item id r dot id dot save menu item. I'm gonna call a function save note. So I'll go up here, I'll type fun save note, and I'll type here val title equals edit text title dot text dot to string, val description equals edit text description dot text dot to string, and val priority equals to number picker dot priority. And here we need to type number picker dot get value. And here I will type number picker dot set mean value. Let's put it to equals to 0, and number picker dot max value equals to 10, let's say. Alright, now down here I will type if title dot trim, so to remove the space, it dot is empty, so if it is empty, or description dot trim dot toString without toString dot trim dot is empty, then we're gonna return. I'm gonna put a toast first, toast dot make text this, please insert title and description. I'm gonna say please insert title and description, toast dot length toast dot length long dot show, and return. So we're gonna return if we're gonna leave the function if it's empty. Else we're gonna go down here. Now we need to go inside main activity, and I will go down here and I will type add note button that set on click listener, and here I will type val intent equals intent this add main activity, and add, so where you want to go, and add edit activity class.java. But in order to do that, I'm gonna go up here, I'm gonna type val get result, because we're gonna start an activity for result. I'm gonna type here register activity for result. Here I'll type activity result contract, so activity result contract, so we choose this one, dot start activity for result. I'm gonna put curly braces, and I'm gonna type here if, but we have a problem. Oh, we need to put parentheses here. If, I'm gonna type here it dot result code. Now we need to create a result code, so let's create a package first. Let's go here, package constants. Let's type it, call it utils actually, utils. And here we're gonna put our constants. New Kotlin class file constants object constants const val extra, let's call it request underscore code equals to 1-on-1. Now let's go back inside main activity. Again, here I'm gonna put equals constants dot request code. Then we're gonna get the data, and we're going to get back first val, and we need to create some also some constants. Let's type here const val extra underscore title equals to title, const val extra underscore description equals to description, and const val extra underscore priority equals to priority. Then I will go inside main activity and I'll type val. First it's gonna be get first the title equals get it dot get, or we type here title, type it dot data dot get string extra, let's type constants, so constants dot extra title. Let's press Ctrl D a few times. Let's change now this to description. Elvis operator here, Elvis operator here, and Elvis operator here. From extra title to description and to priority, and let's change this to priority. And what we need to do next here is type val note equals to note. I'm gonna pass title because we're gonna create now an object, description, and priority. But we have a problem. Alright, so the problem is that it thinks that those are nullable. So let's put those title, description, and also here, because they're not gonna be null, because we checked here with the Elvis operator that it's not gonna be null. Priority found in the required string dot to string. And actually let's change it to get int extra, and here I'll type priority. Alright, then, and I have a problem here. So I need to put a default value. Let's put -1. Then I will type here view model, node view model dot insert or add or new node. Alright, so now everything looks fine. Let's go inside add edit activity, and here we're gonna send the data back. So here I will type intent, but before that let's go back, and here we're gonna type here get result, dot launch our intent from above. Right, now let's make sure that we send that data back from our add edit activity. So we're going to create here an intent. So we type here intent dot apply, and I'm gonna type put extra constants dot extra title. We're gonna have the title. Then I'm gonna post control D 2 times, extra description, and extra priority. Then down here I'll type set result, and we need to pass the result code. So I'm gonna type here first constants dot request code and our intent, but our intent is this one. So let's copy all of this and let's paste it here to see if it works. Alright, so it works. And then I'm gonna type here finish to leave this activity. Now if you run this, also you have a problem with the SDK. So let's go inside Gradle. And let's change this to 33. Click on sync now. So let's look at run to see if you have any problems. Let's look at LoadCat first, because it didn't open our app. Let's go inside build.gradle again. Let's change this to 33. Let's click on sync. Now let's run our app again. Alright, so but it didn't open our app again. Let's see why. Alright, so the problem is that this should be a floating action button, not a button. So let's type floating action button. Let's run this again. So it crashed again. Alright, so I solved the problem by adding this code here and delegating our node view model to view models, and we pass to our lambda here the factory, the one that is created here above. So this is what solve our problem with the view model. But after I solved this problem, I got another problem from the database, and the problem was because instead of making this a var, because this will be incremented, because this represents our table, and when you add a new row, this is going to be incremented. I declared this as a var, so this should be a var. And also I forgot to add the annotation here to DAO. I forgot to add the annotation DAO here, at DAO, so you should add that here. And in the add edit activity, I also add here support action bar, set display home as app enable, and that's gonna make sure that we have the icon on the left hand side on the top. Now everything works fine. Well, one thing that we need to do is not adapter. After we set our nodes, we need to notify our adapter that something was changed. And in the next videos, we're going to look at more specific functions which can notify when an item is inserted at a specific position, because notify dataset changes saying that a change has happened and it should redraw the whole layout. And with notify with more specific functions like notify item insert and notify item remove, you can get you can also get animations only for those specific for specific positions in your recycle views. Instead of redrawing the whole layout, it will only update that particular item that you removed or deleted or updated. Right, so add notify dataset change for now here. Now let's run our app to see how it works. So let's run our app. Right, so we have one item because I added this item previously. Now let's click on the add button, and that's going to take us to add the edit note activity. Let's add here, let's say exercise. Let's type you should exercise daily. Priority, let's put it to 1, and let's click on the save button. And now when I click on the save button, as you can see, it's added immediately here. And with the notify dataset change, as I said, the whole layout is redrawn, but we're gonna use more specific functions like notify item remove, notify item inserted, as you'll see in the next videos. But now our app is working. We can add notes to our app. We can set a priority. We can leave our app by the back button. And this works because I go inside the manifest and I set for our add edit activity the parent activity main. So when you click on the button, when you click on this close button, it's gonna take us back to our main activity. So I'm gonna end this video here and see you in the next video. We're gonna continue our discussion. Alright, so while I was recording this video, there was a problem with creating the view model, and the way I tried to create the view model using this code that you see here didn't work for me. So I searched for a solution. I found this solution on the internet, and you basically create this factory, and you delegate then the node view model to the view models, and you pass the factory here. But this is prone to errors, and you no longer need to use this. You can delete all of this, and this is what I suggest to you to do, is to create your node view model here, private latent var node view model of type node view model, and keep it in this way. So create your node view model using this code that we have here. So delete the factory method that we created there and the delegation, because that is not gonna work. It's gonna generate errors. So just create it in this way. I did that because there was a problem and I couldn't find what was the underlying problem, because I didn't was able to create the view model. But now it's working, so you can use this code that you see here. So use this code and delete that code that I showed you. Now I'm gonna end this video and see you in the next video.